Good day, guys. I am the Chameleon here, and this is my first video ever on YouTube. Today we're gonna play a little of The Long Dark. I have a nice little quest about this little game series. At the start, my milestone for this series is 7 days survival. So let's just jump into it, do all the formal stuff first. As you guys can see already here, it went pretty wrong for me. No more loot, no more food in the area. I actually needed to run out into other areas, which can actually be really dangerous because you sometimes get right next to a bear lair or wolf lair. So let's just start it as it is. Choose your experience. Of course I picked this one, and of course I take Desolation Point. Nice place. Little amount of stuff, not too much, a weapon or two, coal, and a forge. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good place. This is also the only place in the entire game where there's a forge at the moment. They'll probably throw in another forge somewhere, so yeah. Let's just jump into it, do all the formal stuff, and our game name, or slot name, is gonna be this. To be formal. Yeah, this is how it starts. Little intro. This is supposed to be the thing for the entire storyline, the campaign they're gonna have later in the game. So yeah. And each and every time when I click the next button here, or the key, it'll show me a quote from a movie. I got all sorts of quotes over the time, from movies, from books, and from famous people even. So yeah, let's see where I spawn. I spawn randomly in this game. So yeah, sometimes when you pick the normal difficulty, yeah, the stand, sorry. Sometimes you spawn a place you already know about, like I spawned here a couple of times on this difficulty. All about the difficulty you choose depends on where you start. Here on the difficulty I have now, I mostly spawned right up here at a rock slide. Other times I spawned in a really nice lighthouse. I also saw a map over this this game. There's a lot of maps and a lot of help out there. Oh, if you guys didn't know, there's a mine right up there if you can't see it. Not gonna run up there because I don't need the stuff that's in there yet. There's always a bunch of coal, and I don't need coal. I'm gonna need coal though from when I go. Of course you can't see it from here. We'll probably be able to see something I'm gonna show you in an episode sometime. It's going to be the area with the forge. I'm gonna need the forge sometime, no matter what. Because I'm gonna need the forge. Yeah, you can hear the guy's pretty cold now. He's moaning about how cold it is. Soon we're also gonna hear him about his fingers, his head, whatever is getting numb. That's just because it's a bit cold. And let's see, there's a car here. Some places are randomly generated. Some houses, for example. I'm going to show you guys that later, depending on how much I survive in this game. Otherwise, I'm going to do another one, and another one, and another one, until I get my milestone. And there wasn't a lot in here, actually. That's pretty bit sad. Well, as I said, I like the lighthouse. Oh yeah, a church, I forgot about that thing. There's sometimes there's a rifle up there. I don't need the rifle yet because I know to get another rifle at a whale processing plant in this area. Yeah, sorry for cutting off there. Wolves. I always need to look for wolves and bears. Those buggers are everywhere. Well, in the processing plant, the whale processing plant, you won't be how do you say it? You won't mistake it for anything else. It looks like a factory.
To escape this cold.
Yeah, he just started moaning about it being cold. Honestly, I don't understand his problem. I'm used to those. Come on, I'm Danish and I'm used to those temperatures. Come on. Right now when we... How does... come on. The next day, one of these days we're gonna have minus 10 degrees at night. Come on. I want to see if I can see the thing with the forge from here. Ah, I do. Right over there. Can you guys see the ship there? The stranded ship. In there, there's a forge.
I'm so cold.
Okay. Yeah, you need to get some warmth in 2 seconds. The ship over there, there is a forge. And for that forge you need coal. There's a little amount of coal in the forge already. But that coal is mostly to get the heat really, really high. You need to have a heat of 250 degrees Celsius to be able to get the forge hot enough to make all the sorts of tools there are. Sorry for mumbling, I just need to get the right words here. And I just collected the most useful item in the game for me at the moment, until I get a rifle, of course. It's the storm lantern. You need the storm lantern really, really early. There's some places where they just spawn no matter what. This is one of the places on this map. Sometimes you have a chance of there being one in the processing plant that I'm gonna show you guys later. Thought I saw something there, but I didn't apparently. Just me being bonkers. But there's one here, always, right over there. Each and every game I started, there's always one right over there. Otherwise you need to use matches. Matches are really expensive to use. Ooh, line. It's really expensive to use to light an area. They don't light up a lot. I can show you guys in a second how well it lights up, which is not really well. This is how good it lights up. It's really hard in the really dark areas, or even at night, running around with a match. Like you can see now, it doesn't give a lot of light. Now it gives a bit more light than it will do at night. At night, I need to stand like this to even be able to see anything. I need to be really close to the area. I'll show you later when it goes dark. You have about 10 hours of light time or something like that in this game. And as you see, I have 9 hours left of daytime. Of daylight. This game you need to have a lot of specific things in your mind. You need to always remember to have him fed properly. It's a bad thing making him going down on food, water and so on. I never got these here. Quality tools. That I'm gonna need. You need to keep on giving him a lot of food, a lot of water, a lot of sleep. It's not good he runs around tired. The more tired he becomes, the less useful. Oh, why two locked? I'm gonna be able to open those later, don't worry. I just need to get... Oh, come on, I already got a couple of quality tools. I don't need the simple tools. But those locked ones I'll be going back for after I've been at a well processing plant, because there's a nice little car that crashed. Turn the wheel off. There's a car that crashed over there, just besides the bridge. You can actually see that the railing on the, if you really look close, you can see a bit of the railing on the bridge has been destroyed. And that's simply because somebody drove off the bridge. Probably somebody who wanted to escape this area. Because honestly, you'll find a lot of dead bodies around. And here again, we can see the nice ship over there. It's a really bad place to make a base because it's in such an open area. There's not a lot of space, and all the space, like, there's only all a forge to make anything at, and it's expensive to heat up. As you can see, my character's already cold again. Not good that I didn't find a lot of clothing yet. I'll bet you there's a lot of clothing or other goodies in here, but I need a pry bar. Of course I need a pry bar. You also really need to be thorough when looting, because sometimes there's stuff behind crates or other things. Yeah, don't use this one as lighting. Please promise me that if you guys ever play this, never use a flare. You're gonna need those if you run into a wolf in this game mode. If you ever meet a wolf and you don't have a rifle or anything to fend it off with, simply just take a flare and throw it right into its face. But first, remember to turn it on. I once threw a flare into a wolf's face without turning it on, and yeah, I became a nice little wolf shish kebab. But now I need to run over here, run down these things, and simply hope that I can make it to the whale processing plant. You do need to be careful here. If I do the smallest mistake, I'll break something and I'll need painkillers. Okay, let's run over this ice. I'm straight into the wind and it's not good. You see that my temperature meter is dropping really fast down on the left button. If it hits 0, I die. But I always do stuff like this where I just press him to the utmost. I always press him to the utmost because I press him as hard as I can. I'll do that with myself. If I knew there was not a lot of stuff up there and I know there was places with better stuff, I would always press myself as hard. Where's the body? There's usually a body here. This is not good. I need the pry iron that's normally here. God damn it. This is not going to be a good start. Damn it. There's almost always a body over here with a pry iron. Pry bar. I don't know why they just call it a crowbar. It looks literally, it's just a crowbar. And there's the processing plant I was talking about. The whale processing plant. There's a lot of loot in there. I really hope they have a pry bar, or else I'm screwed. Also another thing, the more you run in this game, the more tired your character will become. It drains your... not stamina, yeah, it kinda is your stamina. That up there on the right is kinda your stamina. But it drains your... I don't even know what I'm supposed to call this one. Your energy. Let's just call it your energy bar. Simple thing you also... I thought I heard something there. I thought I heard a wolf. Something you learn pretty fast in this game, there's no jump bar.
Use this.
And also there, another thing you learn, everything that can be eaten in this game will be eaten. Except clothing, of course, that can't be eaten. You can't process clothing into glucose, or you can't process it in your stomach, so... Oh, I just needed a drink. I've been talking for a bit now, so... Ooh, that I need. I really need lantern fuel. Ooh. Found a sweater. There's normally, also not here, but in the big thing, in the big building, there's normally basic boots, already got those. There's normally a rifle. Stuff is always randomly generated in this game, so you can't be like 100% sure, except what I tell you guys, kinda. Like I said, that I'm used to there being the storm lantern and lighthouse on the shelves. But that, like I said before, each and every time I played on this map, there was a body at the car under the bridge. There's no body this time. Why? It's randomly generated. So that's just how you need to learn about this game. You never need to be like, oh, I know that this place has this and this and this. You'll learn the next time you play it, it don't have this and this and this. It maybe have half of that stuff or two of the same thing. For example, I said with the church, sometimes there's a rifle, sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's a lot of different kinds of stuff, sleeping bag and so on, but that's not always certain. Sometimes you can be so unlucky there's almost nothing up there. I once came up there and there was 3 bullets on the storm lantern. I came up there, there was 3 bullets and some wood. And that's a really far way to go up to the church, especially in the start of the game, when you don't have decent clothing. Because you really need good clothing in the start of this game, otherwise you'll literally just be screwed. And it doesn't make me happy there's bullets everywhere sometimes, because it makes me a little nervous. Especially when I know there's a lot of wolves on this map. Okay, let's just start this little thingy up. There. My idea is I'll make an episode for each day. So depending on how much stuff I do, how much crafting, lighting, fires and crafting depends on how long the episodes will be. So I'll just take in a moment how big this thing is. I'm also going to show you a neat little feature in this game. They have safes, like a safe where you put stuff in and lock it and so on. They actually have those, and you can actually open them. It just takes a bit of time and a bit of patience. They always have good stuff, and they always take time to open, because you always need to do like a dial at a time. I'm gonna show you guys when I've just checked out this office. Once I couldn't find the rifle in this place, and it was actually in the office here. I'll actually check just in the next room here, because sometimes the rifle is also in here under the bed. Don't worry, I'll show everything. This is kind of like a spoiler alert or a guide, so you can see what to do or what not to do. If you ever play this game yourself, buy it. You can buy it on Steam. And I have only been happy about this game. So, oh, no food, no sodas, and another fleece sweater. I already got one of those. I don't need another. Let's check under here. And what do you do? A rifle.
What have we here?
A hunting rifle. There's never any bullets in these. So, but I got a really nice I got a rifle. This is the only weapon other than a bow that's in the game that you can actually use to kill a wolf or a bear. I actually haven't fought a bear yet up close. Always got to shoot them before they got too close.
I need to drop something.
Yeah, now he's also whining about him being, or me getting him too much loot. Honestly, I wouldn't be fucking whining about that stuff. Come on, I got a shit ton of stuff. I'll be like, oh, I have too much food. In an area like this, you can't have too much food. I'll start making a sled out of some shells or these things. And just take some rope somewhere. There's some wire right here. Actually, I think that's rope. Not sure if that's rope or wire. But I'll take that, make some holes in this, and bend this stuff a little. Bend this stuff a little, and then make a sled that I can use to carry my stuff. And I just got a lot of stuff, actually. The zone kits, they're nice. They help me to repair my clothing, which you need to do a lot in this game. You really need to. Here's the safe that I talked about. There's always a safe right here. So far that I know of course you can spawn in and there's no safe here at all. So I'm just going to turn this off because it will start off keep on burning. Okay, let's just start it off. The first dial is always to the right, and I just goggle up. And click, 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 click. I'm not sure if it's 6 or 5. Let's say 6. And you also need to remember that right here was the 6th. So if I ever get up here, when I move this way, if I get up here, I really need to be careful because it won't go after this one. And like I just did there, I just did it on goof. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I use the key, how do you say it, the arrow keys on for this. To go to right, if I press the right key, it goes left. And if I press the left, it goes right. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's probably how it is. Maybe that you think you're turning your hand to the right, maybe, I don't know. That's the developers you need to talk with that one about. Sometimes you just, I go 2 dials before I release the button. I feel like it's coming soon. Come on. Be a good little save for daddy. Yeah, this is gonna be boring for you guys to see just seeing me dial on. This is what I talked about. I'm really close to the 6th. It's gonna be so annoying if it's 7 and then 5th. Gonna be like, God damn it. Oh, there. So that's 9. 6, 9. Yeah, I'm starting to get impatient about this. You guys are probably like, this is boring to watch. Some guy trying to crack a safe. Honestly, if you guys think you can do this in real life, good luck. It's not possible. Oh. Unless you have some really good stuff. I got a rifle round. Hopefully something better. A flare. I always get a flare from this one. Why do I always get a flare?
That'll come in handy.
This is good. Isolated boots. These are the best footwear you can get unless you craft some stuff yourself, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. And I still got. This is what I was talking about earlier. Something being really dark. This is how dark it will be at night time. This was a really long corridor. Let's just see. Oh, that's actually something I missed. If you look down at the match, you can see it actually burning out. That's nice. Very nice. Let's just go around here. Sad part is I normally got a hatchet or something by now, but I don't have a hatchet yet. A lot of crafting materials, and why can't I collect this leather? Developer! Back! Come on! I could use this leather. Well, I already got 5 shoes. I'll just scrap those and get a lot of leather from that. Later on, in one of these days in this game, I'll probably also show you when I hunt. Ah, a hatchet! Woo! Hack, 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 hack. Da, 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 da.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Come on, I got everything that you could use. And you guys, I haven't told you guys actually, I hate the cardboard matches. The only thing I would use them for is actually lighting up areas when I run out of fuel for my lantern. They are a lot. Yeah, I can't even run now. I'm too heavy. Also, the more stuff I have, the slower he'll become. And if I keep on picking up stuff as I'm doing now, he'll whine even more. I actually think I'm gonna make this into my main base. I normally do it here. There's a bit amount of wolves around and some bears. I'll just shoot them. If you ever have like a problem with wolves being an area you wanna loot, but there's a lot of them, and you got a rifle like this one. Actually, there's only rifles like this one. You just shoot once in the air, and they'll scurry off. Nice thing is, I can't shoot like this. I need to do this first, and then shoot. Not gonna demonstrate, because bullets are hard to get. And I'm just gonna turn on this again. It costs me a little fuel each time I turn it on and off. Not something you see directly, but you lose a little amount of fuel. You guys are probably thinking, why do I need scrap metal? I need scrap metal, as I said before, for the forge that I'm gonna go to later. You shouldn't go to the forge if you don't have a good amount of food with you, because each and everything you do in this game costs calories, and calories you only get by eating food. And as soon as you go to 0 in calories, you start losing your condition, and condition means a lot in this game. It both means how much damage you can take if you're attacked by a wolf. I don't like being attacked by wolves, but it happens, and I can't always shoot them in time. I tried a couple of times now where I tried to shoot a wolf, but I missed. It makes you a bit sad because I lost a bullet, and I also got mauled by a wolf. But of course you can fight them off. Oh, this is almost here. If you find a rifle in this place, there's always only going to be one rifle. But then you'll almost always also find a nice little box of ammo, which you're going to need. And I've never seen this before. I looked up here by accident and found 2 foods, and of course this as well. Let's see what's up here, if there's anything in here. Gonna just go on the other side. The lighting can be a little buggy, but honestly in a game like this, that's not gonna be like high, how do you say it, high graphics.
Close my eyes.
Yeah, and I was also whining about him being tired. But we're not done looting yet. We're not gonna move to the lighthouse today. We're gonna stay here for a little while. Also a bit sad. Oh, nope. Also a bit sad that I didn't find a hacksaw. I usually find that here. This is a bad playthrough already. Yay. I normally find a hacksaw here. The hacksaw I need to cut stuff like these. As you see down the button, it says requires hacksaw to break down. I need that. I need it badly. Actually, maybe did I overlook it somewhere? I overlooked it like a twit. This is a hacksaw. I really need that. Now the only thing I really need as well is a knife. But I told you guys I can also make clothing, and there's still 5 hours of daytime. I don't feel like going too early to bed because there's no reason for me running around in the daytime or running around at nighttime. I told you guys I could craft a lot of stuff, and there is a lot of stuff in this game. This is one of the things. This is a better bandage. It's really, really nice to have. It helps me to prevent infections. It's when I don't have any other stuff like antibiotics or rubbing alcohol, which I can collect, and you always collect a lot of it. All I have so far, when you run around with 30 painkillers and you need 2 for something like a fall injury, you already start to have a good amount of medical supplies. Next thing, a torch. I don't use torches. They're expensive. As you can see, they cost a good amount of kerosene, aka gasoline. And I don't want to use that. This category also runs under lantern fuel. I would be more than happy to have a lantern instead of using a torch. Torches are way too expensive, and I can also use kerosene to fill up my lantern. So, yeah. A snare. I'll need a snare sometime, of course. I need to hunt some kind of animal. The small hares, or rabbits or whatever they are, they're really good to hunt. So I'm gonna need a snare sometime. Then I have a hook. Yeah, as it says, fishing. Gonna need that. A line. I don't need that now, do I? Because I already found a line, and I just attached that with a hook. As it says here, fishing tackle. I got the line, but I don't have the hook. And the hook I can make right here with a little amount of scrap metal. So that's not going to be a problem. Now we're coming to the clothing. I have actually never ever gotten far enough to make clothing. You'll probably think, it's not that hard, I just need to kill a couple of rabbits. One thing is killing the rabbits. The next thing is waiting for the leather, or the pelts, to dry. They need to be inside for 4 days. I think, if I remember correctly, it's 4 days for the rabbits, about 5 for the deer, and I'm probably saying something wrong now. But it's they need to be inside for amount of time before I can even use it. Deer boots, they also this stuff. It's the best stuff. The best stuff I can get from a couple of mints or a couple of gloves is 1+1. Or +1+1 in both of these. I can also get a really good boots. These are still the best. They also require a lot to maintain, and you guys can see they take 12.5 hours to make. I really need to stock up on food before doing this stuff. Another thing, pants. I only got how do you say, jeans so far. I haven't got anything but jeans and how to say it, skiing underwear, long underwear. That's the only stuff I've gotten for that. Of course I have the long underwear on and then the jeans, but this still is a bit of a problem for me. Wolf coat. I really want this. It makes the wolves and the bears not attack me, or at least snare at me and then jump after me. So I need to kill 4 wolves. Then I can make a really nice pelt. And they're not gonna fuck around with me anymore. And the bedroll. The bedroll you would use if you live outside. I won't need it when I live inside. I mostly run around inside houses, because there I won't lose any kind of warmth. This is really good. With this I won't be able to freeze outside. I can lie down without fire with the other clothing. I won't be able to freeze to death. But as it says, it's heavy and it scares animals away by its smell. That kind of even frightens me. Survival bow. Not gonna need to run around looking for it. I'm gonna find it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna find it. I know a couple of places. Arrow shafts. Again, I'm gonna find like 1 arrow, so I need to make this. Problem about all the sapling wood. It needs to dry for a couple of days. Like the other stuff, it needs to be inside and dry for a couple of days before I can use it. And all this, I really got frustrated about the arrowheads. I didn't know where to get them. I learned earlier or later that arrowheads, you get those from the forge. And now I actually think it's about time that I start making a camp around here. So let's just... you guys can see he's really starting to go slow, this guy. I normally use the lockers up here. Still need to find a pry iron or pry bar. So I'll probably run to the mine first thing in the next episode to try to find that. This is a long episode. This is the startup. So that's just how it needs to be. It's gonna go day by day by day. So sometimes the days will maybe be short because I'm crafting a lot. Other days will be long like this one because I'm looting and running around. All depends on so much stuff. Also another thing you really need to learn quickly. Get a system. If you don't get a system on your loot, like for example, I didn't want that, I wanted this. For example, for me, 1 logger for food, 1 for tools, 1 for essentials, 1 for medical supplies. Reason for I like this place is that there's a small med kit right down here that I can just throw a lot of medical supplies in. Medical supplies don't fill a lot, and there can be 5 kilos of medical supplies down there. That'll be more than I'll even be able to get on the whole map. I need to go on each and every map to get that much. One thing that makes me a little sad right now is I don't have a single can opener. I need a can opener. Because if I don't have a can opener, I need to open this my canned food with a tool. I'll lose food if I open it with a hatchet or a knife. And as you guys can see right now, I got a lot of lantern fuel. Quality tools, I'm gonna keep on me because you never know. Simple tools, goodbye. Gonna keep one of them until the other one runs out. Only need 1 whetstone. I need the whetstone for maintaining my hatchet. I don't need the hammer to maintain the hatchet I'm actually not sure. I think it's simple tools for the hacksaw, but I need a whetstone for my hatchet to make it a good quality. Make it keep on being good quality. If it goes too far down in quality, it will just break. And I don't need this many matches on me. You'll probably think it doesn't mean a lot, but it actually does if you have a lot of stuff on you. You always need to keep yourself as light as possible, because sometimes a single can of food can be the cause of you dying, because you can't run away from a wolf. And that was that. Oh, and I actually fucked up my own system now, I just realized. I just kept on throwing stuff in here. Not supposed to do that. There. Just food. I have a little amount of food on me for good reason. I always only use the soda cans for water at the first day, unless I already got a good amount of wood. And always remember to keep some kind of tool on.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, he's thirsty now, and that's simply the only way I can do anything about that is right now is giving him a soda can, and they actually give a lot. I need that. Give me that. And let me just throw over the rest stuff here, and then we'll call it a day today. Yeah, you guys have a little over a half hour of watching me just playing this game and talking to you guys. That's not the worst, is it? But as I said before, I love this. Oh, I took too many matches out. And I need that. You'll probably be like, why do you need a sleeping bag? I'm gonna put it down right here, and then we'll start off. As I said, first aid kit. Good way to remember where you have your medical supplies. Sometimes I even forget where I put my food. Antibiotics, you don't need a really big amount of those, so I always put a lot of them over there. This is a good amount of other. I said rubbing alcohol, this is that. Antiseptic, or whatever. Antiseptic. That's your rubbing alcohol for you. That is what you need if you don't have the special kind of bandage that you can make. But this game is meant to, at the start, you need to go around, collect a lot of food like this. And then after that, you actually need to hunt for your food. You need to run around, kill all these nice little animals. And later you'll be able to do so that they'll not even want to get near you, because you killed one of them. Yeah, I don't need more than that. So, let's call it a day for now. I'll sleep 1 hour. And do some of the more useless stuff you guys don't need to watch. I'm gonna repair my clothing, as you guys see, I really need to, and equip the right clothing. So you guys don't need to watch that. So I'm gonna go to bed for 1 hour. And then I will continue this episode as soon as it goes light and so on. So see you guys next time. I hope you like this. Leave a comment about what you think, what I could do better, what I did really good, and so on. Constructive criticism is all I want. So yeah, if you liked it, put up a like. So see you guys. Bye.